Yes, Mr. Chaskelson.
Apologies, Chair.
No
but
problem.
We are ready to go. When we left yesterday, we had just about to start a topic dealing with a meeting that took place on the 14th of September, 2024.
And before you ask your question, Mr. Chaskelson, witness F. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chaskelson, sorry for that.
The sequence of chats in that regard starts at the bottom of page 51. And again, today, unless I mention otherwise, we'll be referring to the exhibits bundle.
Five one, you say?
5-1.
Thank you.
And there at 7:25 in the morning, at the second last entry on page 51, you'll see that there is a call from Mr. Madlanga, saved as cat security on your phone, to yourself.
I've just noticed, Mr. Chaskelson, that these are numbered. I think it's easier if you just say number 1 or something like that. Yeah, I think it makes
Thank you,
it
Chair.
easier.
Chat number 8.
8, thank you.
On page 51 is a call at 7:25 in the morning from Mr. Madlanga to yourself. The next stage in the sequence is on page 245. Those are the chats between yourself and General Sabia. And if you look at chat number 4, at 7:10 in the evening, General Sabia messages you saying, ask Cat to make a turn. And you respond almost immediately, less than a minute later, in the following chat number 5, I spoke to him earlier. He promised to come around 2000 hours. That message is sent to General Sabia at 7:11 in the evening. And if you go back to your chats with Mr. Madlanga on page 51.
Commissioner,
Yes, Mr. Ngwad.
may I request this evidence letter to be a little bit slow? I don't think the witness will catch up with him in the speed that is moving at from page 1 to the other pages.
Perhaps when you move, Mr. Chaskelson, if you could ask witness F, are you there? Something.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ngwad.
So in fact, maybe if you can put some bookmarks in your folder here, the one set of chats is going to be pages 51 and 52, so if you can bookmark that. The second set of chats is going to be page 245 onwards, and there is in fact a third set of chats at page 482. But if we go back to chat number 9, that is at 19:11:28. It's a few seconds after your message to General Sabia, where you said, I spoke to him earlier, he promised to come around 2000 hours. Straight after sending that message, you call Mr. Madlanga.
Do you see that, witness F?
Yeah, yes, I confirm, Commissioner, in page 51.
And then if you go back to 245, you'll see that at 19:12, in other words, after your call to Mr. Madlanga, you tell General Sabia he will be there in 30 minutes. Then we introduce the third player.
Do you see that? Do you see that, witness F?
I see that, Commissioner.
Now we introduce the third player in this conversation, who is General Shibiri. And we go to page 482. And I suppose to begin with, do you confirm that the person saved in your phone under the name of General Shiburi, Shiburi, to head office, OCI, is in fact General Richard Shibiri?
That's correct, Commissioners.
So you see at chat number 3 that at 8:03 on that day, General Shibiri texted you and said, "Where are you?" You responded in the following chat number 4, 30 minutes, I'm there. And he said to you, "Night Rider." And I presume that that was because he expected you to be coming in on your motorbike at night. Is that correct? Is that why?
I would not,
Sorry, Witness F.
I would not know what is in why it is that Night Rider, but I assume maybe he knows that, because of he knows anyway that I'm a rider, he responded in that man, Night Rider.
I see. I've seen elsewhere in the chats that General Shibiri was occasionally concerned about your safety on a motorbike. Do you recall chats of that nature?
I think so.
Anyway, that's not of critical relevance now. What is at page 52, if we go back to page 52, the next stage in this chat is at chat number 1 on page 52, which is at 2026 50, where Mr. Madlanga calls you. Go back to page 482 and at 8:28, in other words, 2 minutes after Mr. Madlanga's call, you message General Shibiri saying, "Cat has arrived there." And General Shibiri at 8:33 says, "I don't see him." And at 8:34, "Where are you, Kanji?"
Hold it there, Commissioner. I hear you saying, General Shibiri said, Cat has arrived there. And then I'm not sure if you also said, I don't see him. I just want to check with you then.
Sorry, you were the one who messages "Cat has arrived there" at 8:28. Chat number 7 comes back from General Shibiri saying, "I don't see him."
Okay, thank you.
So my question to you is, what was the purpose of this meeting between, it looks like, yourself, General Shibiri, General Sibiya, and Cat Madlanga?
Commissioners, it was not a meeting. I think it was, if I can remember correctly, it was an event there by General Sibiya's house.
And what kind of event was it?
If I can recall very well, it was a Thanksgiving ceremony.
And so when General Sibiya at 7 o'clock said, ask Kat to make a turn, he was asking Kat to come to a ceremony at his house. He was asking you to ask Kat to come to a ceremony at his house.
I assume.
But presumably, if there was going to be a ceremony at General Sabia's house and he wanted to invite Kat, he'd do it more than 10 minutes in advance or half an hour in advance. Not so?
I'm not sure if I understand your question, Commissioner. Maybe we could maybe put it on a better and understanding way.
It seems to me strange that if it were a ceremony, that General Sabia would be asking you at 7 o'clock in the evening to ask Kat to make a turn past his house to attend a ceremony at his house.
I don't know how to comment on that one, but I stand by saying, if I recall very well, it was a ceremony.
And who else would have been present at this ceremony?
Can you repeat that question, Commissioner?
Who else would have been present at the ceremony? Was it a large gathering? Were there, was it a small number of people, large number of people? Who else do you remember being at the ceremony?
A large number of people.
And what sort of ceremony are we talking about?
As I've said earlier, it was a Thanksgiving ceremony, Commissioners.
And if it was a Thanksgiving ceremony, why would you have specifically texted General Shibiri to say that Kat has arrived?
General Shibiri is someone or a commander that I usually communicate with more often. I think that it came from there to let him know, or I was asking, even though I did not put a question mark, that Kat has arrived there. So it seems I forgot to put in a question mark. But as you see there in chart 7, General Shibiri replies by saying, I don't see him.
But why would you be asking General Shibiri whether Kat had arrived there?
Because I know that General Shibiri was to be in that ceremony.
And why were you interested whether Kat had arrived there?
I was interested because I was instructed earlier that to tell Kat to make a turn.
You see, when you texted General Shibiri, Kat has arrived there, you did so less than 2 minutes after you'd spoken to Kat. So by that stage, you would have known whether Kat had arrived or not. And the absence of a question mark suggests very strongly that when Kat called you at 2026, he was calling you to say, I'm here. Where are you? Where are the others? What's your response to that?
I differ with what you are saying, commissioners. I was asking General Shibiri because at that time I was not at the premises.
Yes, but you'd spoken to Kat less than 2 minutes previously.
That's correct.
So you would presumably know, having spoken to Kat less than 2 minutes previously, whether he was there already or whether he was still in transit.
At that time, Commissioner, I still stand by my statement of saying I was checking if he arrived. Then General Shibiri said, I don't see him.
And you stand by your evidence that this was a ceremony, a Thanksgiving ceremony with quite a lot of people present.
That's correct.
Can and is there anything else you recall about this ceremony in relation to Mr. Madlanga? Did you have any communications with Mr. Madlanga at this ceremony?
Commissioner, according to my knowledge, if I could maybe quite remember, because Mr. Madlanga, it was someone that I communicated with more often. And I can remember that on that particular day, because let me just go back. Just for example, yes, I think so. I think so, Commissioner. Even though I can't open those charts here now, but I say that.
Sorry, are there any particular chats you'd like to open now? Which chats are you thinking of, and which ones would you want to open?
I was just trying to refresh myself, commissioners, so that when I answer, I must answer correctly and to the best of my ability. But I think when it goes, I'll remember exactly which page. But you may proceed, Commissioner.
I mean, if there is any particular chat that you want assistance with, we can have it opened, we can have it displayed on the screen so that you can see it. So if you'd like to find a particular chat and you tell us what it is, I'm sure we can find it and bring it up for you.
Okay, Commissioner, I think as it goes, I'll remember exactly. But for now, let me put it as I put it, that there are possibilities that it was what I just said now.
Why would General Sibiya want Mr. Madlanga to attend a Thanksgiving ceremony at his house?
I would not know, Commissioner.
What did you know about the relationship between General Sibiya and Mr. Madlanga, other than the fact that Mr. Madlanga had given some impalas to General Sibiya?
Thank you, Commissioner. Just to check the Commissioner's back, even though it is not on my affidavit. Sometime around 23 December or 24, but I'll recall clearly, General Sibiya called me to his office. On my arrival there, he said, there is someone in downstairs. Can you go and collect him? I proceeded there in the head office. On my arrival, I found someone whom was known to me. Now, that was Mr. Kurt Madlanga. I then asked him, hey, what are you doing here? He said, I'm here to see General Sibia. I've won a tender with South African police services. Therefore, I've got a challenge with that particular tender. I'm here to complain about that. I took him to the said office. On my arrival to General Sibia's office, I delivered Mr. Madlanga. Then General Sibia said to me, because most of the times his phone is off or silent, it might be in the meetings or parliament. Does Mr. Kurt Madlanga mind to communicate with him via me if he does not have a problem with that? For in case or when he does not find him on his phone, because I am the one who regularly sees General Sibia, even after hours, on work relation issues. I personally, commissioners, did not see any problem with that, because at that time, Vusimuzi Kurt Madlanga was a legit businessman, and he also informed me that he won a tender with South African Police Service. I did not have a problem at all. Then that is when and how myself, Mr. Vusimuzi Kurt Madlanga, and General Sibia. So sitting here, I was
sorry,
my knowledge that.
Sorry, Witness F. I think you disappeared. You said that was when and how, and then there was a break. Do you remember the full sentence when you said that was when and how?
Yeah, it was when and how I started to communicate with Vusimuzi Madlanga more often with regards to General Sibia. So that is basically that. Commissioners?
So if I can just clarify that I got it right. December 2023, General Sibia sends you downstairs to bring someone up to his office, and that someone is Mr. Madlanga.
That's correct, Commissioners.
And sorry, I apologize for interrupting.
Yes, I can't be very, very clear about the exact month or year, but the beginning now of the publication is that what I just said.
So approximately December 2023. You may be out a month or two.
Yeah, I'm subjected to be corrected as it goes. Thank you.
And Mr. Madlanga is there to talk about a complaint that he has.
That's correct, Commissioners.
And do you recall, can you give us details of what that complaint related to? What sort of complaint was it?
Commissioners, I only took Mr. Madlanga to General Sibia's office, but briefly when we briefed, actually not briefing, when when I connected him, he said he was here to complain about his tender that he won. So after taking him to General Sibia, I went out from the office, leaving Mr. Ket Makala and General Sibia together.
So he was complaining about the tender that he won. Was that the Medicare 24 Tswani Health tender?
I would not know exactly what was that tender all about, but I can confirm that according to Mr. Madlanga, when he told me he was there to complain about the irregularities of the tender that he got from the SAPS.
And he was bringing this complaint to General Sibia.
That's correct, Commissioner.
And what role does General Sibia have in relation to any procurement matters?
Thank you, Commissioner. That question, I did not ask Mr. Matala, nor General Sibia. I just did as instructed to do, to collect the complainant to General Sibia's office, and I left it there.
But my question is a slightly different one. General Sibia, as I understand it, has no role to play in relation to SAP's procurement matters. Is my understanding correct?
I would not comment on that because I don't have the knowledge about that. So therefore, I cannot comment on that. I don't know.
And coming out of that, were you present in the meeting or not? I think I understood you to say you just delivered Mr. Matlala to General Sibia, but can you just clarify that?
I was not in that meeting.
But at some stage coming out of the meeting, it was communicated to you that General Sibia had told Mr. Matlala that if he wants to speak to him again, he should go through you.
Can you repeat that, Commissioner?
Earlier, you had testified that General Sibia told Mr. Matlala that because his phone is always off or is frequently off, if Mr. Matlala wants to contact him, he should speak to you, and you would get the message to General Sibia because you see General Sibia so often.
Point of correction in that statement, Commissioner. He did not say his phone is constantly off. He said most of the time, either he's in Parliament, in the meeting, or in the meeting with the National Commissioner, and maybe sometimes his phone is off. There are three things that he mentioned to me.
But he told you that he had informed Mr. Matlala that if Mr. Matlala can't get hold of General Sibia, he should get hold of you to get the message to General Sibia.
That's correct, Commissioners.
That was December 23, or approximately December 2023.
That's correct.
Do you recall other contact between Mr. Matlala and General Sibia between December 2023 and this Thanksgiving ceremony in September 2024?
Can you repeat so that I must just understand clearly what the Commissioner is saying?
Well, let's take it a step back. December 2023, General Sibia gets you to collect Mr. Matlala downstairs, and Mr. Matlala has come to complain about his SAPS tender.
That's correct.
coming out of that meeting, General Sibiya tells you that he has informed Mr. Madlanga that if Mr. Madlanga can't get hold of him, because his phone is sometimes off, he should get hold of you, and you will get the message to General Sibiya. 9 months later, on your evidence, Mr. Madlanga is attending General Sibiya's Thanksgiving ceremony at General Sibiya's home.
That's correct.
Together with at least yourself and General Shibiri. Is that correct too?
And other people who were invited.
You did mention a relatively large number of other people who were invited. In those 9 months where Mr. Madlanga seems to have moved from a complainant about a SAPS tender to someone who attends private Thanksgiving ceremonies at General Sibiya's house. What contact was there between General Sibiya and Mr. Madlanga of which you were aware?
What? Okay, can you repeat that question again?
What contact between the two men was there of which you were aware? Because it does seem that Mr. Madlanga's position in General Sibiya's life has changed. He's now someone who gets invited to private Thanksgiving ceremonies at the General's home. So what contact between the General and Mr. Madlanga were you aware of after December 2023, but before this Thanksgiving ceremony?
There is no contact exactly on what it was, because commissioners, to me, I would get a message from Mr. Madlanga, even though I can't remember. Sometimes I will get from Mr. General Sibiya that Kat was looking for me, or I'm looking for Kat, vice versa. But I did not know nor ask what is the other relationship is about, other than being a complainant.
So what you're saying is you would receive messages from General Sibiya saying he's looking for Kat, or from Mr. Madlanga saying he's looking for the General, and you would presumably pass those messages on either to General Sibiya or to Mr. Madlanga. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But you don't know what they were discussing, because you weren't part of those. You weren't part of the meetings that came out of those messages.
That's correct.
How many of these sorts of exchanges do you think there were in the 9 months? I'm not asking for an exact number, but is it 1 or 2? Is it 10 or 20? What are we talking about?
Thank you, commissioners. I would not say exactly how many were they, because some of the communications, Kat was not referring them to General Sibiya. He was referring them to me.
I'm sorry, I may not have heard that answer correctly. Can you just repeat it? Kat was not referring what to General Sibiya, and what was he referring to you?
Okay, I'm saying that I would not say exactly how many times were the communications sent to me about General Sibiya or vice versa. The reason is because some messages Kat would send to me or calls So that makes me be not sure on how many messages directed to General Sibiya.
And what were the messages that Kat would send to you?
Okay, basically, Kat is a biker. Kat is into both, and I'm knowledgeable with both. I'm knowledgeable with bikes. Maybe he would send me a message that says, can you intervene? The boat does not start, or I need safety. Sometimes it will be through the phone calls. Sometimes it will be the message.
So independent of Mr. Matlala's relationship with General Sibiya, he had a relationship with you, which was focused primarily on boats and bikes.
That's correct, commissioners.
What do you know about his relationship with General Shibiri?
Who are you referring to?
Sorry, Mr. Matlala. Mr. Matlala's relationship with General Shibiri.
I don't know, commissioners, but I confirm that they know each other.
And do you know in what context they came to meet each other?
I really don't know, commissioners.
I'm going to move on to a related topic. I don't know if the commissioners have any questions they want to put to you on this issue.
I do. Witness F, the relationship between General Shibiri and Mr. Matlala. When did you come to know that they know each other, and in what capacities?
Can you repeat that, Commissioner?
When did you come to know that they know each other? That's the first question. And then the second question, what did you come to know they know, in what capacities rather, did you come to know that they know each other?
Thank you, commissioners. I learned to know as now I started to communicate with Mr. Matlala more. Mr. Matlala will tell me that I'm coming to head office, but I'm not coming to Stogo. Stogo, referring to General Sibiya, I'm coming to the National Commissioner, that is now General Fandima Semula, or I'm coming to General Shibiri, or I'm coming to General Fani. That is how I learned to know that indeed General Shibiri or Mr. Matlala has got access to most of the generals in head office, other than General Sibiya.
Yes, I was asking about General Shibiri. I wasn't asking you about the others. Why did you think it was necessary to inform General Shibiri that Mr. Matlala has arrived at what you say was a Thanksgiving function? I mean, he was there. You knew that General Shibiri is at the function. Obviously, that's why you say in this message, Kate has arrived there. So you knew that General Shibiri was there. But you also knew that Mr. Matlala has arrived because you talked to him. why did you consider it necessary to tell General Shibiri? I mean, if Madlanga was just one of the guests, why were you telling General Shibiri?
Thank you, Commissioners. Commissioners, the reason that let me start by when the Commissioner said she was not asking about the other generals. I'm answering based on when did I learn that Ted Matala who knew General Shibiri. That is where now comes other generals that sometimes Mr. Matala
Witness F, can I please stop you? I've asked you a simple question. Please answer that. You had already told me that he would come there, or you have already told the commission that Mr. Madlanga would come to see the many other generals, so I don't need you to repeat that. I'm asking you the question that according to these WhatsApp messages on page 482, you knew that General Shibiri was there, was at the Thanksgiving ceremony, you say it was. You knew that he was there. Why did you, and he would have been there as a guest, because that's what you're telling us, it was a Thanksgiving event. Why did you tell him that Mr. Madlanga was there as well? If this was a Thanksgiving event not hosted by you, but by General Sibiya, why do you tell General Shibiri that Mr. Madlanga is there?
I just told him, Commissioners.
Sorry, you do what?
I just failed to tell him that Mr. Madlanga was there.
No, Witness F. That's not the correct answer or the true answer. You didn't just tell him. You are coordinating the arrival of people at this gathering, whether it's a meeting or a Thanksgiving event at 8:30 at night. You are coordinating that. You were told to tell Mr. Madlanga to come to take a turn at 7:30 at night. You were told, tell him to make a 10. You do that. Somehow, General Shibiri is there. You take the trouble to tell General Shibiri that Mr. Madlanga is there. Why? And the answer cannot be, you just thought to. And if you insist on that answer, and if that's your answer, you can repeat it. But if you insist on it, it's not a satisfactory answer.
Thank you, Commissioners. Commissioners, I believe that I answer to the best of my ability. Now, when I answer, the commissioner said they are not interested in my answer, they are not interested in this thing. But when I try to answer to the best of my ability, still the commissioners are not happy. I don't know how to answer.
All right, just so you understand what it is that I'm saying to you it's untruthful what you're telling us. When you say, I just thought to tell him, what I'm saying to you, and just to make it clear, it is untruthful, that answer. But that is your answer. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaskalson.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Good morning, Witness F.
Good morning, my Commissioner. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Can we just complete the picture? This Thanksgiving gathering, was it a birthday party? What exactly was it?
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner. I will, as it goes, I will remember. I will remember, but I can confirm it was a Thanksgiving ceremony, Commissioner.
And you can confirm that Ket Madlanga did arrive and General Shibiri did arrive. You saw all of them there. together with General Sibia.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Okay.
And witness F, so General Sibia did not invite Mr. Matala. You, in fact, are the one that did it. He instructed you to invite him to a Thanksgiving event. He didn't speak to him to invite him to his function.
The instruction was tell Cat to make a turn.
Yes, so you're the one that invited him on the instruction of General Sibia.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Witness F, I'm now going to ask you about certain things that took place a few days after this Thanksgiving function. And the starting point is at page 483 of the bundle. And there at chat number 5, at 8:45 in the morning on the 17th of September 2024, that's 3 days after the Thanksgiving function, General Shibiri sent you a message, and he was forwarding you a document, and you'll find that document at page 153 of the Annexure bundle. And if you go to page 153, you see that what he forwarded you appears to be a post by Musa Kawula about Mr. Matlala.
That's correct.
And that post reads as follows. Tebogo Tebojani's ex-boyfriend Vusi Matlala and his wife Cordelia Matlala a dive into their business. Vusi Matlala owns Cat VIP Protection Services. Vusi Matlala is friends with Vusi Keke, and he is the co-boss of the Boko Haram gang. Vusi Matlala stands accused of defrauding 1 million rands at Tembisa Hospital. Cordelia recently had a little run-in with the law for traveling with police blue lights on. Vusi Matlala is connected in the killing of Babita Diakaram, or spelt Diakam in the post. Vusi Matlala used to operate his drug business through DJ Somebody. Batong, why do you all think DJ Somebody got shot like that? So that was the post that was forwarded to you by General Shibiri. Your response is to go aish with some, I don't know how one describes those emojis. How do you describe those emojis? Do you have a way of describing those emojis? Sorry, but they are, I'm sure there's an official designation for them, but they look shocked, sort of shocked and horrified emojis. Would that be a fair description of them?
That's correct.
Then in chat number 7, General Shibiri forwards to you a message, and that message is forwarded. It's not his original message. It says, someone sent this to me yesterday and demanded money from me, or else they will publish this nonsense. I told them to go ahead with it. They're trying to extort money from me. Did you understand that to be a message that General Shibiri had received from Kat Matlala and he was now forwarding to you?
That's correct, Commissioner.
If one goes down to chats 8 and 9, over the page 9 is 484, one sees that there were then 2 calls between yourself and General Shibiri at 9:04 and 9:05. And then in chat 2, on page 484, after the second call, at 9:10, General Shibiri forwarded another message to you. And again, I can confirm that that is a forwarded message. And it says, someone is sending stories to Musa Kaula about you. I'm warning him not to even try write about you. And did you understand that again to be a message that General Shibiri had sent to Kat Matlala and he was now forwarding to you?
That's correct.
General Shibiri then forwards you a screenshot at 9:10. And that screenshot is at page 154 of the bundle.
That's correct.
And that screenshot appears to be a screenshot of a conversation between General Shibiri and Mr. Kaula. And it reads as follows. And again, because it's forwarded by General Shibiri, we can assume that the green is General Shibiri and that the white is Mr. Kaula. And General Shibiri at the top of the screen says, what you asking? Mr. Kaula says, how? How big? I'm hearing he's dating a Machle and apparently he is dangerous. There's then a video call and a voice call initiated by General Shibiri. And coming back from Mr. Kaula, I'm hearing that Vusi is from Pretoria. He's married to Cordelia. Vusi is apparently dating a Machle and he's the one funding her lifestyle. I also heard that he has a child with Lebo. Info is still incoming. And General Shibiri responds, Chomi, don't run the story. He's a good guy. He never bothers anyone, and he lives a private life.
Mr. Chaskalson, how do we know that it is General Shibiri who's writing these texts and he did not simply forward them? Where do we see that?
We don't see that. We don't see that. Maybe Witness F can confirm that that was how he understood it.
And the reason I'm asking, just so that we're clear, on page 154, there's what appears to be a reduction. I had assumed that there would be somebody's name there, and for obvious reasons, it has been redacted.
That is the name of Mr. Kaula, not...
no, just above that.
It is the name of Mr. Kaula. Okay. It says, I mean, I don't think there's any need to redact it. It says Musa.
Oh, sorry, next to 1104. That's where I'm looking at.
Sorry, 1104 or 1121?
No. On page 154, right at the top, there's a timestamp 1104, and then something is blacked out there.
No, that's not a redaction. That's the original image.
Thanks.
And if one goes back to the 9:10 message, chat number 2, that General Shibiri sent to Kat Matlala and forwarded to you, he said someone is sending stories...
Sorry, which page, Mr. Chaskalson? Which bundle page?
Sorry, the exhibit bundle. The exhibit bundle, page 484. 484. Earlier you confirmed that you understood that the message at chat number 2 was a message that General Shibiri had sent to Kat Matlala and he was now forwarding to you. Someone is sending stories to Musa Kaula about you, namely about Kat Matlala. I'm warning him, Musa Kaula, not to even try write about you. would the screenshot that he forwarded to you at 9:10:16 a.m. in chat 3 be essentially evidence of the warning that he had sent to Musa Kawula not to write stories about Kat Matlala? Sorry, witness F. My question was, well, maybe I should put it slightly differently. Did you understand the screenshot that he sent to you at 9:10 to be a screenshot evidencing that he had warned Musa Kawula not to write stories about Kat Matlala?
I can comment on whether General Shibiri send a warning to Musa Kawula not to write stories about Mr. Kat Matlala. But however, I don't see in the screenshot that it's written General Shibiri on the green. But I can confirm that indeed General Shibiri did forward this screenshot to me.
Thank you. Two chats down, chat number 5. General Shibiri says, send my claim to Tabang at finance. Now, who does Tabang work for?
South African police services.
And can you give us Tabang's details?
I don't have them. I don't know them, but I confirm that Tabang works in the claims office in South African police services.
And where will we find Tabang in the SAPS? In which department will we find Tabang at SAPS?
You will find Tabang in the 4th floor in the head office, Pretoria, in the claims office.
Witness F, you did send General Shibiri's claim to Tabang, right?
That's correct, Commissioners.
How did you send it? By email or physically?
Physically, Commissioners.
Okay. And you say you don't know her details?
I don't know her details, Commissioner. Okay.
Okay. Why were you sending this claim to Tabang in particular? And not to any other person in finance?
Tabang is the one who deals with the claim. That is the reason I send it to her and as per instruction of General Shibiri.
Thank you.
Can we then go down, or up rather, to page 53?
I'm here in page 53, Commissioner.
In chat number 1 on page 53 on the 21st of October 2024, you sent to Mr. Matlala a document, and the document is in the annexure bundle at page 13.
Sorry, you said page 13?
13. 1313. Of the annexure bundle, do you have the document, Witness Ed?
I have it.
I don't have a page 13. My 3 or 4 starts at page 60. You can project it in the meantime. 60.
Sorry, Commissioner, at the adjournment, we will ensure that you have all pages in your bundles. This document is an application for a warrant for the arrest of Musa Kaula.
That's correct, Commissioners.
And it's a warrant for arrest for contravening Section 13 of the Cybercrime Act, and count 2 is crime and injuria. You see that?
That's correct, Commissioners.
How did you come to be involved, or how did you come to be in possession of this warrant? Was it your case?
Thank you, Commissioners. I received this warrant. It was Saturday. On that particular day, I received a call from Brigadier Ramangwa, whom his team was involved in this matter of Mr. Kaula. He further informed me that there is an information about Musa Kaula and his whereabouts. Therefore, I must proceed to the said location. At that particular time, I was in Rustenburg on a bike event. I was on a motorcycle that day. I further told Brigadier Ramama that it won't work today because it was on Saturday and I was a bit far. It will almost take the whole day for me to drop a bike and take a state vehicle to a set place. Then he insisted that I must proceed where the state vehicle was. I then went back to where the state vehicle was. I then informed Brigadier Ramangwa that I have arrived. But the problem is I can't go there alone. There were no members available on that day because it was the weekend. But fortunately, I was able to get hold of Captain Zumu, who further accompanied me to the said address. On our way, then Brigadier Ramangwa sent to me this warrant of arrest. He further elaborated to me that this warrant of arrest, it was of importance. I then proceeded there together with Captain Zumu. On our way, we received a call from General Sibia telling me that I must also forward this warrant to Mr. Matlala, because at that time, Mr. Matlala had a security company. According to Mr. Matlala, to General Sibia, Mr. Matala and his security company always has or have a vision where Musa usually goes on the weekend. So it would be appropriate for them when they effect arrest, they must have a warrant. I did not see any problem with it because usually the subs do work with private securities. I then forwarded it to Mr. Matlala. After 45 minutes, I received again a call from General Sibia telling me that, or confirming to me about what already General Ramangwa has said to me, that this matter is the matter of importance. The person involved there, he did not mention who it was, but he mentioned me that he's getting a pressure from the high office. High office, the office of the deputy minister, is getting a pressure from there. I then asked the deputy national commissioner, what is so important about this charge? Because according to me, there is no sense of agency. He said this guy insulted a member of parliament. He told me now, the member that he created crime against is Mr. Figile Mbalula, the secretary of the ANC. The other one is Mr. Z. So basically, they were the complainant. So this matter was putting him under pressure. That is the reason we had to leave everything and attend to it. Thank you, commissioners.
Just to clarify parts of that answer, Witness F, you said that the alleged insults were to Mr. Fikile Mbalula and then to Z. What is Z's surname?
I don't know it, but it was Z.
Z. And who told you that Z had been insulted? Was that General Sibia, if I understood you correctly?
That's correct.
So Z was of sufficient importance, together with Mr. Mbalula, to warrant this action against Mr. Musa Kaula.
That's correct.
And your evidence was that it was reported to you by General Sibia that he had been pressurized by the deputy minister to do this.
That's correct.
And who was the deputy minister at that stage who you understood to have pressurized General Sibia?
Mr. Castel Makale.
And General Sibia asked you to forward the warrant to Mr. Matlala.
That's correct.
And did I understand you correctly that he said forward it to Mr. Matlala because we may need, you might want to use his security company to effect the arrest or to assist with the arrest?
That's correct.
And this was an arrest of Musa Kaula, and yet you knew that in the previous month, General Shibiri and Mr. Matlala had been speaking together about posts that Mr. Kaula had made about Mr. Matlala.
Can you repeat that, Commissioner?
General Sibia, according to your evidence, said, bring Mr. Matlala, notify Mr. Matlala, give him the warrant of arrest because we may need his security company to assist in effecting this arrest.
Not exactly we may need. He said, usually where Mr. Matala goes, together with his security company, they do see sometimes Mr. Kaula.
Sorry, can you just explain that? I'm not sure I'm understanding it correctly.
I'm explaining that it was not that we may need the security services of Mr. Matala. It was the matter of where usually Mr. Kaula goes. That is where Mr. Matala goes on weekends, together with his security. So it might happen if they see him and they might arrest him because of our honor.
So Mr. Matlala may know where Mr. Kaula is.
That's correct, because he sees him where he usually goes on weekends.
And Captain Zungu, who you managed to get hold of, is from the Hawks. Is that correct?
At that time he was in at the Hawks.
You see, it does seem, Mr. Kaula is a blogger. Do you know that?
I don't know.
Does Mr. Kaula present a physical threat to anybody that you're aware of? A physical threat as opposed to a threat to their dignity?
Physically, no.
Because it does seem a bit of an overreaction to arrive to arrest a blogger by engaging the Hawks, calling a detective who's out riding on the weekend to go and do it immediately, to drop his bike and come and do it. Did you not think that this was a bit excessive?
Thank you, commissioners. I did not call a Hawks because of the manner of office that he holds. I called him because he's a person that is known to me, and he's not staying far from where I stay. So I saw it's so convenient that because of it's weekend, let me try him. He might be available. Indeed, he was available. That is when and how we went there. Two, in the matter of calling a police official on a Saturday, I did not see it like that. I just took the instruction as it came, and I did not see any problem about that because I knew that there were matters that were investigated with relation to this, the person mentioned above.
Ms. Chaskasin, can I steal your 2 minutes? Sorry, are you finished, Witness F? I apologize for interrupting you. Are you finished with your answer?
I'm finished, Commissioner.
Thank you.
I'm finished, Commissioner.
Yes. Did you eventually share this warrant with Mr. Matlala?
That's correct, Commissioner.
And what did you say to him when you shared this warrant with him? What was the message that you gave him about this warrant?
I did not say anything. I just said that warrant. The reason I was driving, but that is not an excuse. But when I see my charge here, together with Mr. Matala, he did not even ask what is this warrant about. So I assume that he acknowledged that this warrant all about.
You see,
Because he responded by saying,
that's what troubles me, Witness F, because I had understood you to be saying General Sibia said to you, he's aware that Mr. Kaula usually frequents places where Mr. Matlala might see him. And therefore, there's a need to involve Mr. Matlala because he might assist in locating Mr. Kaula. So if that's not the message you gave to Mr. Matlala, then what was the purpose of sharing this warrant with Mr. Matlala?
can you repeat that, Commissioner? I'm not sure if I understood you clearly.
If you did not tell Mr. Matlala that his services were needed to trace Mr. Kaula, what was the purpose of you sharing this warrant with Mr. Matlala?
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. I did not say I communicated with Mr. Matala. I said I was told to forward him this because of the usually sees Mr. Kaola where he usually goes. So I did not see any problem with that. Then I forwarded to him.
Because it does appear to me that if you did not tell him why you were forwarding this to him, it does appear to me that you simply gave it to him to show him that you are dealing with somebody who has been problematic to him.
That's not the way it seems. Maybe it's taken out of context, but according to me, I was sending to him to give a hand. I said the instruction.
Yes. And it's now, this is a third document we've dealt with in your evidence, a third police document that has nothing to do with Mr. Matlala's cases that you are sending or sharing with Mr. Matlala. Do you remember the first one was that IT screenshot that showed, it showed the progress of a case in Mamelodi? That was the first one. And then there was the other one that showed, thank you. There was the other one that showed fingerprints and that case involving a heist. Do you remember that?
Commissioners, that was not for Mr. Matala. That involved fingerprints. It was for Mr. Mutsumi.
Yes.
That's correct.
And then there is this document which you say you have shared with Mr. Matlala. And in all three instances, these are police documents, these are SAPS documents, and they have nothing to do with the people you've shared them with. Do you accept that?
Thank you, Commissioners. I would not accept that. Reason being, Mr. Matala, at that particular time, when I sent this to him, he was a legit security company owner. Therefore, I did not see any problem because SAPS is got a relationship with private security companies. Most of the cases that have been made or are being combated, security companies are involved. That is the reason, to me, it did not have any problem. And at that particular time, Mr. Madlanga was a legit businessman. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Mr. Shaskasin, let's take the adjournment now.
Can I just add one question to Commissioner Kumalo's questions, which is, Commissioner Kumalo put to you, Witness F, that what it looked like was that you were sending this warrant to Mr. Madlanga to show him that you were sorting out someone who had been a problem for him. Can we go to chat number 2, because that's Mr. Madlanga's response. It's Asbonge and a thanks emoji.
Yes.
So he thanked you for sending you the warrant, for sending him the warrant. Doesn't that...
That's correct.
Does that not reinforce the proposition that Commissioner Kumalo put to you? That this was an exchange where you were showing Mr. Madlanga that you were sorting out someone who had been a problem to him.
That is not correct. According to my understanding, it was a sign or a statement of acknowledgement. Asbong.
I haven't seen Asbonge or a thanks emoji as a sign of acknowledgement in any of the other chats that Mr. Madlanga sends to you, save in contexts where he is thanking you for doing him a favor. Do you have any comment on that?
No comment?
Let me just follow up on this. Witness F, you say you just sent this warrant of arrest to Mr. Madlanga and you didn't speak to him. Did I hear you correctly?
That's correct.
So what would he have known, how would he have known what to do with it? Because on the face of it, it doesn't contain an address of where Mr. Kaula is. And it doesn't say when you are going to be doing this operation of arresting him. So if you just send him the warrant and you did not speak to him, how could that have assisted you? Because you say you sent it to him because you were told to send it so that he can assist you to identify Mr. Kaula, and you also tell us that you know that the SAPS works with security companies to effect arrests. How do you expect him to have known if you hadn't spoken to him?
I expect he maybe might have heard
What?
from General Sibia.
Might have had what from General Sibia?
That I am going to send him a warrant.
No, but you were instructed on your evidence. You were instructed by General Sibia, according to you, to send the warrant to Mr. Madlanga. And you're telling us all you did was send the warrant and didn't speak to him. How would he have known where you are going, what address you are going to try and find Mr. Kaula, if you didn't speak to him? And how would he have known you are in fact going now to go in, at that time to go and arrest Ms. Kaula?
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. I send this to Mr. Madlanga. I did not say to Mr. Madlanga, the reason that I said this to Mr. Madlanga, it is because, according to him, he sees Mr. Kaula usually where he goes.
So why were
in
you,
this regard-
no, sorry, witness F, let's not waste time. Why did you send this to Mr. Matala was the question earlier. You said, I sent it because I was told to send it, and I didn't see anything wrong with that because I know that the SEPS works with security officers. You've already told us that. But you've also told us that you did not speak to Mr. Matala, you just sent this. So I'm asking the simple question. How would he have known where you are going and when you are going to try and find Mr. Kaula so that he can come and help you, assist you at that place? How would Mr. Matala have known that if you didn't speak to him?
Okay, maybe if I can explain this in this way. We are going to arrest or we are going to the said venue where we are going to locate Mr. Kaula. We are giving Mr. Matala this warrant
Okay.
for if he sees him there.
Yes. So
We are going to another section.
So you gave allow me to cut you short because I really would like you to give me a direct answer. So you did tell him where you are going because that's the only way he could help you. By going to the same place where you're going. Excuse me.
I did not, commissioners. I did not tell him where we were going.
Yeah. Okay. I think what you're doing is you're not being candid with us because it doesn't make sense that you would give him a warrant of arrest which doesn't have an address and you don't tell him where you are going, where he's going to assist you. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work that way. So again, I want to put to you that you are not being truthful with us about a conversation that you had with Mr. Matala. You must have had a conversation with him. That's my view on this. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaskowski. Thank you, Chair.
Let's adjourn and resume at 11:25.